Hello YouTube, it's Barbara Jean. I wanted to do a little quick video on a little bit more on the red heifer, and there's just some things that I wanted to give some more depth to in the matter of the red heifer. But before I do that, I wanted to actually tell you something, that a little thing that happened that could be actually very significant. It was just a little thing that seemed like nothing, or but it could be really something. Let's put it that way. I had taken my mother to a meeting today, and I was sitting in the car just vegging, basically, kind of half sleeping, half awake, and I was listening to my music. I have iPad, like most people these days, and I was just listening to music, and I had it on random. I have over how many pieces of music do I have on this? I have thousands. Thousands of pieces of music on this iPad, at least over 3,000, maybe different songs. So anyway, I was vegging for over an hour, just listening and, like I said, half asleep. And then this song came on, wasn't thinking about it, and all of a sudden, within the first verse, it's just the song stopped. It just stopped dead. It's never happened. The battery is fully charged. I had already fully charged it, so there was no reason why the song should have stopped, except for it was a very interesting. It was this little ditty, and it was from a song by songs from Ally McBeal, "The End of the World." The end of the world. That's where the song stopped. And so I just want to show you. See, songs from Ally McBeal, "End of the World." Oh, it's backwards, so you can't really see it. But anyway, I was listening to that, and it didn't sing through the whole song. I just want to tell you the part where it stopped. Why does the sun go down? Why does the sun go on shining? Why does the sea rush to shore? Don't they know it's the end of the world? And that's where it stopped. Don't they know it's the end? No, actually, it stopped. Don't they know it's the end? It didn't even go to the end of the world. It just said, don't they know it's the end? And all of a sudden, the song stopped. And I wouldn't have noticed it, except that suddenly I was dozing, and all of a sudden I was fully awake, and I thought to myself, well, that was strange. And then I realized what the song was. Don't they know it's the end? Why does the sun keep on shining? Don't they know it's the end? So a little something I thought was kind of interesting. I thought I'd just throw that out here. But what I really wanted to talk about was, just for a few minutes, was the red heifer. Yesterday I made a video about the red heifer. Please go back if you haven't seen it, watch it. But I wanted to talk a little bit more about the significance of the red heifer. The reference for the red heifer is Numbers 19:1 through 10. The Lord, I do believe, gave me the word that this was a reference to the bride being ready, or having been fully examined. Now, what came to my mind was how Christ, before he was sacrificed, or Christ before he fulfilled his calling, he was examined. And the scripture does talk about how he was examined. He was examined by the scribes and Pharisees. He was described by the rabbis to be an acceptable sacrifice. He was shown that he was without spot or wrinkle as an appropriate sacrifice for the sins of the world, basically, before he was sent to his death. And I just wanted to say that, interestingly enough, this red heifer that they just found to be perfect and without spot or wrinkle, and that they're shipping from North America over to Jerusalem. Interesting as a kind of a correlation, if you think about it. The bride is getting ready. She's been examined. She's been found without spot or wrinkle. She's fully covered with the blood. She has been examined by the world to be without spot or wrinkle, and therefore she's an acceptable offering in the temple, or for the cleansing of the temple. And where she be taken? She's taken from the world to the New Jerusalem. She's being shipped. She's being transported. She's being raptured from the world into the New Jerusalem. And the references I wanted to bring up again was Numbers 19:1 through 10, and Ephesians 5:22 through 27. I read those yesterday in my other video on the rapture dream that I had and the red heifer. But I also want to reference the a couple more verses here that, let me see if I can get them queued here. Revelation, I want to reference Revelation chapter, wait. Revelation chapter 3. And you can read the whole thing yourself because I want to try to make this a little bit shorter. Revelation 3, 7 through 13, which is the Church of Philadelphia. The Church of Philadelphia is the only church that is found acceptable to be presented. Just let me read the reference here. Revelation chapter 3, 7 through 13, but I want to read specifically verse 12. Him that overcometh I will make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall no more go out, and I will write on him the name of my God, and the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God, and I will write upon him my new name. So here we have these people who are acceptable to be in the temple. They have been found cleansed. They've been found purified. They are for the purification of the temple. They have been washed, and therefore they're wearing their white robes, and they are the ones who serve in the temple. And I want to reference one more verses in Revelation. That's Revelation chapter 7. And this is a description of what's going on in heaven after the rapture. Revelation chapter 7, verses 9 through 17, particularly verse 13 through 15. So this is the crowd. John is witnessing this group of people that he doesn't know where they come from, but they're all clothed in white robes with palms in their hands, okay? So they're crying salvation. They sit upon the throne, and they're bringing their glory into the temple. I want to read particular verse 13 through 15. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, which are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said unto me, These are they which came out of great tribulation, have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Blood red, blood moons, blood red heifer. These people are washed in the blood. So, and therefore they are before the throne of God, and serve him day and night in his temple. They bring their cleansing, they bring the cleansing into the temple, and he that sitteth upon the throne shall dwell among them, and they shall hunger no more, nor thirst any more, neither shall the sunlight upon them, nor the heat. And the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living fountains of water, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. So I just wanted to bring that up, that the bride has been examined. This red heifer is only a physical manifestation of God saying the bride is ready, the bride is pure, the bride is ready to be brought into the temple. She's going to be getting ready to be transported from a foreign land into her home. This is a sign for the rapture. This is so exciting, people. So again, I'm just going to give you the references for those. Numbers 19, 1 through 10, Ephesians 5, 22 through 27, Revelation 3, 7 through 13, Revelation 7, 9 through 17. And I didn't get the reference to the scripture where it talks about how Christ was going to be examined. But the Christ is examined. This red heifer has been examined. She's the symbol of the church who's been examined by the world, that she is indeed cleansed and pure and ready to go. Okay? Isn't this exciting stuff? It's exciting. Anyway, God bless you, and I will talk to you later.